Are you tired of spinning your wheels in the gym? In this video, I'm going to cover 5 habits that are going to teach you how to build muscle, drop body fat, and stop wasting your own time. Now, dropping body fat and building muscle isn't actually anything that's overly hard. It's more so the consistency that's the hard thing. You have to implement things daily to see those results. You're not just going to be able to take action for a week and get where you need to be, even if you're perfect for a week. It's more about, over a longer period of time, implementing habits that are really important. And now from my journey, I feel like I've not been perfect all the time. However, I've been consistent. Really, since I started working out in my bedroom when I was 14 till now at 24, these simple things are actually just really simple to implement into your day to day, and they're really realistic to carry on for a long period of time. So, the first one would be prioritize protein. I cannot emphasize this enough. Prioritizing protein every single meal throughout the day is almost like a fix all. Prioritizing protein is going to help you build muscle. Obviously, if you go to the gym and you work out, you can work out 7 days a week, really intense. But if you're not eating protein, you're not going to build muscle. A mistake I made for a couple of years was simply just not eating enough protein. But protein is also going to help you feel fuller. So if you're in a cut, you're trying to drop body fat, having higher protein levels is going to make you not so hungry throughout the day, because it is the most satiating, the most filling macronutrient. So it's going to keep you fuller, but for a sense of health, someone with more muscle mass, someone that follows a high protein diet, is the majority of the time a healthier individual. Actually, I'm going to say all the time, is a healthier individual than someone that follows a high fat or high carb diet. High fat, high carb is quite a bad combination for heart health, for organ health. So if you can prioritize protein, you're getting a lot of your vitamins, minerals, the essential things your body needs. And then protein also comes with very good fat sources. So fat is also essential for function. And if you're prioritizing protein, you're getting both high quality protein and you're getting high quality fats. It's also going to make sure that you recover faster from your workouts. Like if you are fatigued, if you're tired, if you've just busted your ass in the gym, you want to make sure that that is an effective workout and you bounce back so you can work out tomorrow. Protein's going to help you get there. There's a lot of benefits to having protein. I could probably go on an endless list. However, for the sake of this conversation, building muscle and burning fat, protein is absolutely essential for each. One of the biggest mistakes when people drop weight on their own, lose weight on their own, is that they cut protein down drastically. And what that does is it reduces muscle mass as well as fat, to the point where most people that lose weight lose 50% fat and 50% muscle of the weight that they lost. And that is a really, really bad thing. For some people, the loss of that body, that muscle tissue, is probably a worse state than they started in. So, moving on to number 2, track your workouts consistently. A mistake, again, I made for years. There's an app I use called Strong. It's a really good app. It's free, but it allows you to track your workouts and create templates. So if you can create a template for your workouts across the week. My light just fell. And we're back. Maybe I don't need the desk is on. Okay. So, what was I saying? So if you can, so it allows you to add in templates into the week, and that allows you to plan your week out and workouts. That then allows you to pull up your workout from last week and actually run a very simple made by yourself workout program that you can run for 8 to 12 weeks. Now, the goal when we are training is to implement progressive overload. And that is essentially you either use the same weight and control it more, i.e., better form, slow it down, add tempo, pause, control the negative, explosive and the eccentric. You either increase your amount of reps by how many you can do. So you're trying to beat your rep range from last week, or you're trying to increase the weight from last week. And by having that workout structure that you can run your own program with, you can see progression across that workout. And then I do suggest changing workout programs 8 to 12 weeks to make sure there's novel stimulus and to make sure you're not always just running your favorite exercises and what you enjoy most. But tracking your workouts, tracking your weight allows you to progress. That's it. And your muscles will only grow if you introduce it to a novel stimulus, if you introduce it to something that it's never done before. And if your muscles fail, that is when the body sends a signal saying, we don't like that. We don't like when the muscles fail. So we're going to adapt so that that never happens again. And it adapts by becoming stronger and becoming bigger. The third is the 80-20 rule when it comes to your food. So, in the past, I have really pushed off my progress because I've been too scared to go into the all or nothing mentality when it comes to my nutrition. Meaning that I've been too scared to either cut or be too scared to eat clean because I felt that by doing so, it leads to me not having any enjoyment when it comes to food. And the thought of cutting out foods that I enjoy made me not take action at all because I had that all or nothing mentality. However, the 80-20 rule is 80% good whole foods, clean foods, and 20% fun foods. Now, in the past, I'll have eaten definitely more than 20% fun foods. But when you start eating good quality whole foods, you start feeling the benefits from doing that the majority of the time, and you gravitate to that. Those foods start tasting fantastic because you're detoxing your taste buds from hyper palatable, hyper processed foods. And whole foods are now great. Like a steak is fantastic, eggs taste great. You know, these meats that we kind of primal, that are primal to us, we crave. That's amazing. But also allowing yourself like 20% fun foods. So that might be like a snack, cereal that you like. It might be takeaway at the weekend with your friends, with your girlfriend, date night, whatever it is, like popcorn when you go to the movies, whatever is important to you, whatever you don't want to cut out. If you're on it, like 80% of the time, if you're crushing it 6 days of the week, 6.5 days of the week, but you want a date night and Saturday night, that's not going to derail progress at all. And if you prioritize protein with that meal out, you're only going to help your recovery and help your workout the next day. The next thing is daily non-negotiable steps. Now, this is for muscle gain and for fat loss. Really, I don't like cardio. I simply don't enjoy it. I don't really give cardio to my clients because I don't really do cardio to lose weight myself when I do it. And the main reason, aside from I just don't enjoy doing it, like doing HIIT workouts, going and run, is the fact that it's largely not sustainable. That if you use cardio as a method of fat loss, that you're going to have to sustain that. And if you ever stop doing that cardio, you're going to have to expect that you're going to gain that weight back immediately. So what I think is much more realistic is doing something that you can do every single day for the rest of your life, hopefully, which is walking and taking steps, because everyone can walk. If you do 8 to 10,000 steps, you're maybe going to burn 150 to 300 calories that day, depending on your body. And if you then do that across a week, across a month, across your full cutting phase and fat loss phase, you're going to make some really good progress from doing that. But when it comes to the muscle gain side of things, it just helps your mindset. It helps you not get pent up in a room. Most of us spend all of our day in an office, in a building, spend time in a car, spend time in the house when we get home, and the flat when you get home, and we don't get much fresh air. Getting fresh air, de-stressing, exposing yourself to light when you initially wake up, going out for a walk in the evening to produce melatonin to get a better night's sleep, all benefits that are going to help you recover and just help you get into a better mindset place. And then the last one is set small, actionable weekly goals. This one is really, really important, and it can be very, very individual, but it's going to help you build a lot of momentum. So whether it's like what I said earlier when it comes to workouts, if it's you did X amount of reps on X machine with X weight, this time you want to do one more rep. This week you want to do 10 more kg. Making it harder, setting goals throughout the week for your workouts. If it's a fat loss goal, okay, set a weight that you want to lose every single week. Is it 0.25 of a pound, 0.5 of a pound, 1 pound each week? If that's the goal, and if you want to lose weight quite quickly, maybe 1 pound a week, 2 pounds a week, then make sure you know how long you've got. It's 12 weeks at 2 pounds. You're going to try to drop over 20 pounds in that period. So you're going to have to push it quite hard. You're going to have to dial in your steps, your nutrition. You're going to have to make sure everything is geared towards that. And if you don't see the result that you want for that week, then you have to go in and be like, right, okay, what can I do better? Okay, my steps were quite low. I have to bump those up. So having those goals each week, really important for you to know how to take action. If it's muscle gain, if you're trying to put on weight, you probably want to lose or gain weight around a quarter of a pound to half a pound to not put on like excess body fat. And if that is your goal and you're not seeing an increase in weight, then you have to assess. So having these weekly goals is really important. Simple things like trying to sleep more, trying to journal more, trying to make sure you read X amount of pages to take care of your mental health. All of these things really, really important to just write down at the start of the week so you know how to tackle your week, how to make progress, how to have a successful week. So there are 5 tips, very beneficial to me, extremely beneficial to my clients, and these things are quite simple, but they're going to be the backbone of your progress. Without these, you'll probably struggle, and if you skip over these and try to go to more intermediate, advanced steps, techniques, you're probably going to lose your foundations quite quickly. You're probably not going to make as much results as you would like. So if you want to find out more about what you can do every single day, if you want to see what I'm up to every single day, check out my Instagram. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me on Instagram at Renegade Coaching, and I'm more than happy to help you out. Always looking to get more guys, more girls onto the team and join the Renegade team. So if you're interested, then just hit me up there. Click the link in my bio on my Instagram.